Hello everyone, and welcome to this week's press conference, and it's another beautiful fall day here in Erie. Today, we're going to cover 4 topics. First, we'll have an announcement by Johnny Johnson about an exciting project and opportunity here in Erie. Second, we're going to present our justification for the improvement to the stormwater system and implementing a new fee for that. Third, we will announce this weekend's electronics recycling event coming up this weekend. And finally, we'll remind everyone about Voter Registration Day, which is next Tuesday, September the 28th. First, we are proud to start off today by showcasing an important upcoming project. I want to introduce Johnny Johnson of the Harry T. Burley Legacy Alliance to share all the exciting details with this. Johnny, the floor is yours.
Good morning. Thank you, Mayor Schimber, administration, and the Erie community. The Burley Legacy Alliance, which was formerly the Harry T. Burley Society, formed by Reverend Charles Kennedy in 1994, the Erie County Public Library, in collaboration funded by the Erie Community Foundation, is seeking an archivist to catalog, digitize, and prepare for public use and research purposes the Lawrence Family Historical Collection contained in the Ada Lawrence Johnny Johnson Preservation Project. The collection consists of the most exhaustive and comprehensive collection of papers, pictures, and artifacts of African American history in Erie, Pennsylvania, preserved by Mrs. Ada Lawrence from the late 1880s through 2000. These materials have never been exposed to the public or professional researchers. This collection is important to the Erie community because it gives insight into the Erie African American community in the city and county, shedding light on a history that has been undocumented and seldom written about in the formation, growth, and progress of Erie. An RFP has been announced and has been disseminated to various professional organizations and educational entities locally, statewide, and nationally, seeking qualified applicants to perform the archival work. The RFP and the application can be accessed through the Burley Legacy Alliance website at www.burleylegacyalliance.org and the Erie County Public Library website at www.erielibrary.org, which can be accessed there after October the 1st. We're asking those in the community who may know or have connection to professional archivists to direct them to these websites for information about the project. Thank you very much.
And thank you very much, Johnny, as well. This is a very exciting opportunity and a vital project. It's important that we understand and value our past. Let's all commit to working together now towards a brighter future for all of our Erie residents. I want to thank you, Johnny, and the Burley Legacy Alliance for your leadership. Thanks also to the Erie Community Foundation for recognizing and supporting this very important project. We look forward to the results and hope, Johnny, that you will join us again to share your information and findings. Thank you very much, Johnny. Next, we will present the reasons for our request to City Council for implementation of a stormwater fee and how important it is to use some of the ARP funds to save our aging infrastructure. The City of Erie is not alone in facing these challenges. Most urban cores across the country are dealing with very similar issues. We want to take a data-driven course of action to put us on a more sustainable path into the future. Here to tell us more is AJ Antolok, the Assistant Director of Public Works. AJ, the floor is yours.
Thank you, Mayor, and good morning, everyone. Stormwater management fee is essential to protect the City of Erie's community health and environment. Many streams contribute to the stormwater system that run through the Erie region. The most well-known of these streams and creeks are Mill Creek, which everyone sees when they go to the zoo, Cascade Creek, and Garrison Run. The stormwater system itself contains additional runoff from the region, all contributing to the overall environmental health of Presque Isle Bay and Lake Erie. Overall, the City of Erie stormwater system consists of over 500 plus miles of pipes and lines. Segments of the stormwater system some of them are over 100 years old, with some lines being installed in the late 1800s. The following are stormwater and sanitary projects that have been identified by the Department of Public Works and Engineering that have direct an immediate need for repair, relining, and capacity relief or replacement. It is a hope that these projects would be funded through the American Rescue Plan funding that has been allocated to the City of Erie through the federal government. The corresponding maps highlight the following projects, and the areas of impacts are shaded. Yep. We'll wait for the map to show so we can highlight the projects. It's not showing. Yep. Okay. You do the, yep, this map here, this shows our stormwater rehabilitation potential projects. First project we'd like to highlight is Garrison Run Rehabilitation Project. Garrison Run is located at the foot of East 5th Street, adjacent to Frontier Lumber. Most recently, in July of 2021, the stormwater pipe leading to the outfall of Garrison Run experienced a catastrophic failure. A sinkhole occurred on Frontier Lumber's property, and a residential property located on East 5th Street experienced a significant basement damage. After inspection, it was determined that the area where the clay tile pipe abutted to the corrugated metal pipe suffered from severe erosion over the years. This clay tile pipe was installed around 1917. Work is still being done on this pipe as we speak today. In addition to this work that is currently being done, there is a direct need to extend the pipe relining from East 5th Street to East 12th Street. This rehabilitation project would replace pipe that is over 100 years old and improve the safety of all residential properties that are above the stormwater system. That project is right here. The second project we'd like to highlight is the Cascade Creek, West 16th and Cranberry. This area has experienced flooding and capacity issues for years. The main goal of this project and the rehabilitation of it is to replace two twin 24-inch tile storm sewers on West 16th Street between Cranberry Street and the Cascade Creek tube. This rehabilitation project will replace deteriorated tile pipes, reduce flooding in upstream neighborhoods, and alleviate storm sewer overloads. The third project is the Lower Myrtle Street Stormwater project. In the Lower Myrtle Street stormwater area is another portion of the system that needs direct rehabilitation. The goal of this project would be to replace two twin 36-inch tile storm sewers on Myrtle Street between West Front and West 5th. The fourth project and the largest in scope is the Southwest Erie Stormwater Improvement Project. This project is located here. And the scope of the Southeast Erie Stormwater Improvement Project is large and intricate. Construction initiatives for this project may include the construction of a storm relief sewers, upsizing of existing pipes, and or the additional installation of stormwater retention and detention systems. The overall goals of the project include reducing flooding in residential neighborhoods, improve the conveyance of upstream flows, alleviate storm sewer overloads, and lastly, it would be improve the existing drainage system. The fifth project that we have that we would like to discuss today for stormwater is the foot of Sassafras. At the foot of Sass, between West Front and the Bayfront Parkway, there are consistently capacity issues when heavy rain events occur. The proposed pipe replacement and rerouting would alleviate capacity issues and alleviate flow issues. Frank, if you could switch to the second map, please. The second map, shaded area, highlight the sanitary improvements that would be afforded due to these projects. The sanitary sewers are different than stormwater sewers in that sanitary sewers discharge wastewater and flow to the City of Erie's wastewater treatment plant located on Port Access Road. The following projects highlight certain sanitary system upgrades that are direct priority needs for the City of Erie system. On West 8th Street corridor, we would like to complete a sanitary sewer replacement project. West 8th Street system issues are rather intricate as well. The pipe, which was installed in the 1890s, is deteriorating, and this erosion is causing extreme profiling of the West 8th Street. In recent times, the City of Erie has performed numerous point repairs, paving projects, and sewer line issues projects to try and focus on fixing this issue. But this project, it will focus on the separation of the West 8th Street storm sewer from West 8th Street from Cascade to Liberty. The Chautauqua Boulevard Sanitary Force main installation project is located adjacent to Chautauqua Park on the Lower East Side. The City of Erie storm sewer system is made up of a series of lift stations that help facilitate the flow of wastewater to our wastewater treatment plant. And located through the sewer grid, some handle more and some handle less than others. On Lakeside Drive, two lift stations are situated currently. This project would specifically reduce and eliminate the redundancy of the associated maintenance costs and double pumping of water. The total cost of the 7 projects that were mentioned just now is estimated to be $10.5 million. So that was the first component to our justification plan. Now the second component to our justification plan would be MS4 compliance and stormwater fee. And MS4 compliance is a main issue for the City of Erie, and we have to comply with the municipal separate storm sewer system. That's what MS4 stands for. And this is a permit that is issued by the Pennsylvania Department of Environmental Protection, the PADEP. This permit, which is a requirement of the Federal Environmental Protection Agency, EPA's Clean Water Act, authorizes the City of Erie to discharge stormwater to the waters within the United States, subject to 6 minimum control measures. These measures include public education and outreach, public involvement, illicit discharge detection and elimination, construction site runoff controls, erosion and sediment control, post-construction runoff controls, stormwater management facilities, and municipal operations, pollution prevention, and good housekeeping. Now, within each of those subsets, there's more regulation, but that was just a quick summary. And the City of Erie, we submit an annual report to the PADEP to demonstrate implementation of permit requirements. One of the main functionalities of a potential stormwater fee would be to increase the City of Erie's ability to efficiently work within the compliance measures of the PADEP. And the City of Erie has taken currently steps to increase cross-departmental documentation. We've identified areas of improvement. We're working and we've hired a compliance project engineer on MS4, and we're continually implementing improvement efforts throughout the system. A stormwater fee of this nature would ensure the continuance of being able to complete objectives, focusing on compliance and exceeding these requirements. So in summary, the ARP investment in the mentioned projects in this presentation, they will provide a great immediate impact to the beginning of the improvement of the City of Erie stormwater system. But a stormwater management fee would allow the City of Erie an avenue to provide for the long-term viability of the sewer and stormwater system. And the funding from this fee would be a direct investment into the system, allow for continuous improvements, and provide a secure source of funding of investment for additional long-term projects and improvement projects. Matching the American Rescue Plan, the ARP funding, with a stormwater management fee is a once-in-a-lifetime generational opportunity for the City of Erie. Finally, while I'm up here on a different note, I'd like to discuss the City of Erie's electronics recycling event that is taking place this Saturday, September 25th from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. The City of Erie's Public Works Department, we're conducting our second event this year. This event will take place at our Public Works complex located at 1926 Holland Street. City residents will be able to enter the complex through Holland Street, and the Erie Police Department will be on site directing traffic. The drop-off is open to all City of Erie residents. IDs will be checked prior to entering the complex, and the eligible items for recycling include televisions, computer, monitors, keyboards, mice, printers, speakers, and tablets. Tires will not be collected at this event, so please do not bring them, as we will not be taking them. Just a quick tidbit, during the recycling event that the City of Erie conducted in May of this year, over 900 vehicles came through the line for recycling and electronics. This is an event that we enjoy having, and we ask everyone to remain patient and follow instructions once on location. Thank you. Thank you, Mayor.
Thanks very much, AJ. First of all, thank you for the information on the electronics recycling event this Saturday from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. at our Public Works Complex at 1926 Holland Street. I encourage everyone to refer to your city calendar for all the details. We also want to be sharing the details about Saturday's event on social media. We'll be doing that. Second, AJ, I want to thank you, Chuck Zisk, our Director of Public Works, as well as John Tushek and Jason Sayers in the Bureau of Engineering for this excellent overview of our stormwater and sanitary needs. I also want to thank Jason for being here today. Thank you very much. These problems have been in the making now for decades. I agree with you, AJ, that we now have a once in the city's lifetime opportunity to use ARP funding to tackle immediate pressing priorities. I hope we can get City Council support for implementing a stormwater fee so that we can continue to rebuild our aging underground infrastructure and protect our environment. By implementing a stormwater fee, we will leave a legacy for future generations. It will do three things. It'll ensure the funding is gathered exclusively for this important maintenance. Second, it prevents 100-year-old deterioration of pipes and collapsing, which is what we're experiencing now. And third, it empowers us to monitor and maintain our aging infrastructure continuously instead of letting problems grow monumentally for our grandchildren to eventually have to handle at much bigger expense. We sent this information to City Council about 2 weeks ago, and we'll be making a formal request to release the ARP funding so that we can begin these projects. However, if a federal infrastructure bill passes soon, we may be able to pursue alternative funding, which could free up some of this ARP funding at least for other uses. Within the email we sent to Council, in addition to providing an overview of these priority projects, we recommended a stormwater fee with a tiered approach based on the amount of impervious surface of every property. This fee will include residences, businesses, nonprofits, and public entities. If you are a homeowner within the city of Erie, we proposed 3 tiers: small, medium, and large. Small includes about 9,600 homeowners with 500 to 1,200 square feet of impervious area. They would pay only $3 per quarter, which totals about $12 per year. Medium includes about 9,900 homeowners with 1,200 to 1,550 square feet of impervious area. They would pay only $6 per quarter, which totals $24 per year. Large includes about 9,200 homeowners with more than 1,550 square feet of impervious area. They would pay only $9 per quarter, which totals $36 per year. These fees are very low compared to what other municipalities charge for stormwater management. The fee for businesses, nonprofits, and public entities will be calculated based on the number of billing units, with each billing unit equal to 2,136 square feet. Wood Consulting has been working on this with us, and they estimate that we will collect approximately $1.6 to $1.7 million per year in stormwater fees every year for the next 5 years. These funds will be used exclusively for stormwater management. Each year, approximately $300,000 to $350,000 will be used for operating costs, $420,000 to $480,000 will be used for capital costs, and $780,000 to $870,000 will be kept in reserve for future priority capital projects like the ones AJ talked about. This will enable us to create a 5-year capital improvement plan to ensure that we are taking care of our highest priorities. My team and I believe that implementation of this new fee is vital so that we can proactively maintain our aging infrastructure, prevent damage to life and property, protect and maintain the environment, operate efficiently and effectively, and keep costs down at the lowest level for our residents. It is much safer and much less expensive to fix the issues when they are first beginning rather than after the whole system collapses. Again, I want to thank our Public Works team for their work on this. I also want to thank City Planner Kathy Rosdick for her work on promoting and lending her support to the Stormwater User Feasibility Study and for giving voice to the need for digitizing our infrastructure. Finally, I want to thank Wood Consulting for their patience and their diligence in giving us direction to deal with this infrastructure problem. Next, I look forward to partnering with City Council and implementing this transformational shift that will benefit city residents for generations to come. I believe that future residents will look back at this moment and recognize that we did the right thing to prevent future tragedies and save a great deal of money in the long term. They will be very pleased that we left them with a sustainable, state-of-the-art system. Finally, I just want to quickly remind everyone that Tuesday, November 28th, is National Voter Registration Day. Here's a great quote. Democracy is not a spectator sport. Think about that. Democracy is not a spectator sport. According to the League of Women Voters, that quote was first coined by Lottie E. Sharman, who was an Australian refugee who escaped to America during World War II. Lottie was a member of the Massachusetts League of Women Voters and devoted her life to helping citizens gain access to government. Every day, your elected officials make decisions to impact you and the services you receive. Remember these goals. If you want to see big problems get solved quickly, if you want to see the needs of residents being met, if you want to see housing programs for residents, if you want to see assistance for small businesses and entrepreneurs, if you want to feel safe in our community, if you want our neighborhoods to be vibrant and welcoming, if you want our downtown and bayfront to be world-class, and if you want to ensure excellent education and family-sustaining jobs for everyone, then you need to get involved and elect the people who are most capable and most aligned with your priorities. Next Tuesday, September 28th, is National Voter Registration Day, and only 5 weeks before Election Day, which is on November 7th. In Pennsylvania, we cannot register at the polls. The deadline to register is October 18th of this year. So from today, you only have about 3 weeks left to register to vote and 5 weeks to get up to speed on the issues and the candidates. Then you can responsibly exercise your right to help determine the future of the city, the state, and the country by voting on November the 2nd. We will be sharing relevant links to important registration information for Pennsylvania and Erie County. Watch for those on our social media. That wraps up today's press conference. Everyone who spoke will be now available for interviews. Until next Thursday, please follow us on social media for the latest updates on events and everything that is happening for Erie. Thank you very much for being here today.